Hi there, I'm Susan Beyer, and this is Fun with Research. We've finished a couple of studies recently that were really interesting and remind me to talk about the difference between doing something and wanting to do something. So we just finished a study with my friend Nicole Mahoney at Break the Ice Media into the subject of collaboration in the travel and tourism industry. And it's a fascinating study. And one of the things it showed us was that pretty much everybody in the study said their organizations are collaborating with other organizations in the industry to try to generate new ideas and come up with opportunities for sort of win-win partnerships. But what we saw was that even though pretty much everybody's doing this to some extent, there's a lot of people who have reservations about doing it, even if they're in the process, who are concerned about things like protecting their proprietary processes or information, concerns about sort of people having unrealistic expectations, concerns about the level of work and the distribution of work so that all parties are treated fairly. So it's just one example of people doing something, but some of them having a lot more reservations than others who we saw in this study were incredibly enthusiastic, full steam ahead on collaborations. We're doing it a lot and we're seeing great benefits from it, and had very, very few reservations about proceeding. And I saw something similar too in a recent healthcare study I did, and it lines up with what we see in a lot of our healthcare work, which is even though people may be seeing a healthcare provider, there are folks out there who desperately try to avoid that, who don't trust providers, who don't feel listened to or respected, don't want to hear what a provider may say to them about their health, and so really, really reluctant. While there are others who are perfectly comfortable with their doctors and nurses, very happy to get their advice on things, very trusting, and feel like the healthcare system is serving them well. So today's video is just a reminder for you that just because you see people doing something in the data you're collecting, maybe they're clicking on something that you want them to download, or they're spending some time on a web page, doesn't mean that they feel the same way about engaging with the products or services that you sell. And understanding how they feel about those things can make a huge difference in your ability to connect with people, to engage with them, and to turn them into customers or clients. So just a thought today that doing doesn't necessarily mean loving doing. So think about that when you have your data, and if there's any way that you can get to an understanding of how people feel about the purchase that they're preparing to make or they're researching, then pay attention to that, because that's going to get you more engagement than just saying, hey, you clicked a button, so I assume you want to buy. Take care. I'll see you next week on Fun with Research. Thank you.